All right, guys, 2025 Prime Form. This bow is incredible. It is the most unique bow that I dang near have ever even seen. It's simplistic, but very out of the box with their carbon tubes here. They almost look like stabilizer rods. And then the way they incorporated it into pretty much what their normal aluminum bow would look like. This bow is extremely nice shooting. For a 34-inch axis bow, it is very lightweight, 4.1 pounds as far as the advertised weight. Once you get integrated accessories on it, it is still a really light package. So yeah, and the biggest thing, carbon bow, lightweight, it's $1,595 is the price. So just under $1,600 is what you're gonna find this at your local Prime dealers. This bow punches well above its price point because honestly, at that price, it's not too far off of just normal aluminum bows from other manufacturers. So I think this is going to be a really popular bow from Prime in 2025 and across the board in the whole industry. But just diving into some specs, like I said, 34-inch axle to axle. It's got a speed rating of 334 feet per second. Now I have been hearing some rumors that there's a possible speed mod that Prime is going to come out with because they are a little on the slower side as far as just average in the industry. But granted, they are a very smooth bow. They're not chasing speed with this cam, but I have heard rumors that they will come out with a speed mod, which would be really cool if you're wanting a little more speed on this platform. Brace height of 6¼ inches, draw length range of 26.5 to 30.5 inches. It's that mod specific core cam. It's got a mass weight of 4.1 pounds, draw weight range in just normal 10-pound limbs from 40 pounds up to 80 pounds. So you can custom order that however you want. But yeah, the form is just super unique. The way they did that carbon tube. They have the integrated accessory options, such as Picatinny sight that's machined directly into the riser. They have the QAD integrated dovetail. You got a back bar mount as far as down real low in the riser. So I really like that. The really cool thing that I think that Prime, and I've heard some rumors that they can do in the future with this technology is, let's say here in a few years, you want a 32.5-inch bow. Prime, all they have to do is adjust this carbon length, get a custom string set, and they'll be able to make that for you. I'll bet that we see that in the next few years come to fruition. But that would be really cool to just be able to easily customize and make a bow that you want, which is really cool. I don't think any other bow currently has a platform that is as modular, has the potential to be as modular as that. But yeah, this is definitely a really big change from Prime. I am super excited for it because yeah, I'm a big fan of Prime. They shoot well. One of the biggest things about Prime that I think is underrated, not talked about enough, is their Synergy technology. And if you're not familiar with that, Prime bows, the center of the bow is, so from top to bottom, is right where your grip is, where normally every other bow in the industry, really every other bow, Prime's the only one that does this. The center of the bow is right where your arrow goes through. So you have more mass on the top of the bow, more length on top of your grip than you do on the bottom, so they get a little top heavy. Primes with the Synergy technology don't have that at all. And what you get with that is just holding extremely accurate and forgiving on target. It's something you definitely got to try out because Primes are super unique that way. The way they accomplish that is the top cam is actually a little bit bigger than the bottom cam. And they usually tune about an 1/8 inch knock high. But I can attest they tune up great, especially the past few years of this core cam. They're not problematic at all. They're super smooth shooting bows. And especially this year where they got rid of that flex guard that they've had around for a really long time. Now that it's a solid mount, this draw cycle was good in the past couple of years and smooth. It's even better now. It's definitely something you want to try out. But yeah, the prime form, just to keep on par, we definitely want to do a real world speed test with it. So let's jump over to that and see what kind of speeds we get out of it. All right, so we got the new prime form. We got it at a 29-inch draw. It's at 70 pounds. It's got just the normal mods on it, so 85% let off. We got a 454 grain arrow. We're gonna double check the draw weight on it. $71.3. This is straight out of the box. We threw a rest sight and stabilizer on it, threw a D-loop on it. So we're gonna test it just as is, but let's see what kind of speed we get with it. (280 feet per second). 29-inch draw, 70 pounds, 454 grain arrow. For how smooth that is, it's honestly a very impressive speed, and it surprises me that it's that quick. I didn't think it would break 280. One thing to note, it is very smooth. It does have a slight bit of vibration to it. I think that can be combated with some different stabilizer options. But for being a carbon bow, 4.1 pound, 34-inch axed axle, and retailing at just under $1,600, this is an incredible bow. This is definitely I dare say, the bow to check out for 2025 as far as just being unique, out of the box, extremely cool looking personally. And yeah, definitely go into your prime dealer and check these out. And if you can, stop in a mountain archery. Thanks guys.